Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Knights Cup 2022. We are in the third time slot of the day. Defending the left-hand hoops in blue and orange is University of Virginia. They are 0-1 today after losing to Rutgers in the first time slot. On the right-hand side in gray is Penn State Quidditch. They are 1-0 on the day after defeating Dark Snare earlier today. Brooms are up. Penn State starts with bludger control. UVA starts with quaffle.
I'll leave you to it.
Chin with the ball for UVA, goes right. Myatt and White in as beaters for UVA. Gets it back to Bowman. Hapanowitz over to Blues. Blues back to Bowman. Bowman with a shot, Chin picks it up. Oh, and great defensive stand there from Penn State. And absolute stuff from number 8. I don't have an 8 on my Penn State roster. I do have an 88 keeper, Giordano. Perhaps that's who this is, I'm not sure. So Penn State takes up the ball on the right-hand side. UVA did manage to get control during that last possession. UVA runs right and gets taken down. UVA now gonna run. Bowman has Chin with him. Bowman is forced all the way behind through contact and then a great stop and Chin gets beat. Bowman is able to recover though his own deflection. Gets it over to Hapanowitz, over to Blues. Blues takes a shot and it goes through. So UVA can't score on the fast break, but then cleans it up to finish kind of on second chances here and takes the early 10-0 lead. UVA Bowman is injured and needs an injury sub, so we will take a stoppage. All right, play is back in. Hoping Andrew Bowman is okay. He walked off under his own power. Penn State here. Quint over to Gallman. Gallman over to the far side. That's Lucas Oppenheim over there. Cannot pick it up. Blues picks it up. And UVA gets the stop. They did lose control though. So these two teams are trading control pretty rapidly. Although both teams are also having a little bit of trouble scoring. Chenoweth Blues up top. White and Myatt in beating for UVA. Misbeat there from Myatt. Penn State is gonna press. Blues is beat, gets it over to Panopwitz. She gets it over to Chin. Oh, missed beat there from UVA. Nope, it was a beat. Never mind. UVA is not benefited there. Although Penn State tried to prioritize bludger control. It's going to cost them in the quaffle game. A big hit there on Chin. And we're going to get a stoppage here. I think the call is from a long time ago for a call where one of the Penn State players hit Chin over by the hoops. So my guess is that he's gonna get the quaffle right over there. But yeah, the big takeaway there was Penn State prioritized bludger control over trying to stop the quaffle. And I think UVA is gonna be able to punish that for most of this game if Penn State continues making those choices. So there is gonna be a yellow card, contact on a player who did not have possession of a ball for Lucas Oppenheim, Penn State. And then Castagna for Penn State is getting a yellow card for an illegal slide. It's gonna be UVA's quaffle because they were fouled first. I believe it will go to Chin again, who is right at the hoops. So both of these players that gotta make their way to the box, neither has so far. Okay, there they go. And Chin, I mean, at this point, just has to put it through. UVA's beater, Lucy Jensen, can try to make a beat here, but it's gonna be tough. She hits the beat, but not before Chin puts it through.
75, you were beat. Yeah, 75, you were beat. I called you beat. That just Yes, now it is yours on the
Hey
line.
guys, we're down a man. Let's be careful.
UVA's Tristan White tried to get the third bludger without calling immunity and got beat. I'm not sure what he was doing there. Then Lucy Jensen Maddie Mayat, I'm sorry, tries to kick beat Penn State's 21 and just can't do it. Good wrap there from Blues in the quaffle game. Gallman gets free though, gets the ball out. Chin can't quite grab it, although Lenhart gets beat from Penn State and Blues falls on it. That is Emily Lenhart, number 13 from Penn State there. So after all that, UVA does end up with bludger control. And there's a stoppage. No call on the play. Play is resumed. UVA has control, has the quaffle, and has the lead. And the dual penalty just expired. So both teams back to full strength here. Ooh, actually, that's my bad. Penn State actually, Castagna came out of the box when UVA scored earlier. Not Castagna, Oppenheim. So Blues goes right, gets it to Chin. White beating out Penn State's defenders. Over to Panowitz, to Chin. Great pass out to Blues, who can't control it. Ooh, and then a tackle on a keeper. Blues saying he didn't see the headband. I think it was called back to hoops, and then there was kind of a second effort, and that is going to be a card.
Yellow card, Blues 13.
For Blues. So that.
Illegal contact with the keeper with immunity.
So Panowitz here for UVA is going to take the ball. Actually, I'm sorry, that's Emma Rollins. I'm confusing 98 and 99. Emma Rollins there with the green headband for UVA. And then Chin immediately tries to strip the keeper, who is still immune, so he's called back to hoops. That is really a mental error there from UVA. Penn State with some subs. Peterson in at keeper. He's got Gallman on his right, Torquato going behind, and I believe that's Lenhart on the far side. Peterson drives, gets beat. Chin wants to run, he's going to. And no one's back, easy bucket. And I believe that makes the score 30-0 UVA. Penn State actually reset that ball right through the hoop. Doesn't count though, dead ball until the keeper touched it. And Penn State slowly takes it up. I think Penn State is really gonna struggle here in this game if they can't figure out a way to get control back, or at least going back to trading it like they were for the first few possessions of this game. Peterson takes up the ball slowly on the left-hand side. Castagna kind of driven right into Lucy Jensen there, a beater, and gets away with it. Peterson still going slow. Gallman on the right, Lenhart on the left. No ball movement here from Penn State. I mean, I'm not sure what they expect to happen. Gallman gets it. Castagna's covering him. Good little pick there from Peterson. Nowhere for Gallman to go. Oh, he goes around the corner on the left, dodges a beat, and puts it through. Stops the bleeding for Penn State, makes the score 30-10. But I don't think Penn State can rely on UVA missing that many hits in a possession in order to score consistently in this game, although they did manage to win control back. Apologies, missed how that happened. But we'll see if Penn State can hold it here on this defense. They are back to full strength. Blues, however, is wearing white. Emma Rollins is in green after that penalty. Rollins can't handle the pass, and that is reset used. A little mental error there. Rollins gets it to Castagna. He tries to spin free, but he's wrapped up by Thompson. And then the help from Peterson, and a little extracurricular. Castagna's getting called back to hoops. Ball was out on Gray, so it is going to be a Rollins inbound. She inbounds it to Blues. And that is a second reset of the possession. And so that is going to be a quaffle turnover to Penn State. UVA, I think, is getting a little bit rattled. Emma Rollins there moving during stop play. Again, I think UVA, even though they're up in this game, they're a little bit rattled by Penn State's physicality and a little bit upset with themselves at a few missed opportunities, and they're letting their emotions show here, and that's not going to do them any favors. UVA's bench really wanted a call there. They think Castagna was kind of reacting to an illegal play, and that he should not have been the only player penalized in that situation. However, they do not get the call. So Penn State moving up the field, no control. They've lost it again. Estrite with the beat there on Siddiqui. Peterson on the far side, keeping it real slow. Back up top to Torquato. He gets wrapped by Blues. He gets it free though to Peterson, who can't handle it. Covered by Castagna. He gets it over to Rollins. And Rollins looks, has all of her teammates, and she's going to take the quaffle up the pitch. She gets it left. That is Hapanowitz, I believe. Handoff to Castagna. Over to Hapanowitz, back behind to Siddiqui. He dodges a beat, so drops the quaffle, recovers though. Back to Rollins. Easy finish for Emma Rollins. And UVA gets their first goal in a minute here, up 40-10. The story of the UVA's first game of the day against Rutgers was UVA jumped out to an early lead, 30-0, and then just struggled to score for the rest of the game. So really, after getting out to an early lead here, UVA needs to look to score consistently if they're gonna pull this one out of range. They get the stop there. Siddiqui wants to run. He's forced wide by Estrite. Good wrap, throws it directly into Estrite. So ball is out. It's gonna be blue ball because it was off of Estrite. There is no stoppage. Penn State misses a beat. It was blocked by Weideman, I believe, for UVA. Passes it to Castagna. Good catch from him. He gets wrapped, gets beat. And then a nice little finish there from Siddiqui. And again, UVA is letting their emotions show. And this ref crew has let them do that so far. But they need to make sure that they walk this thin line, because a red card for yelling at a referee would not be a good look for UVA here. One of the ARs had no good on this goal. I think they thought the initial pass from Castagna over to Siddiqui was beat. The goal is good. There was no call on the play. So I believe that makes the score 50-10, UVA. And Penn State timeout, so we'll take the pause as well. Coming out of that Penn State timeout here. So Penn State has the quaffle, still without control here. Siddiqui sets up at mid-pitch as point defender for UVA. He gets beat out by Thornton. Thornton is protecting Peterson, who has the quaffle. Estrite gets beat out. UVA trades bludgers. They can press, choose not to, even though there's no beaters here for UVA. They let Penn State drive, gets the dish. Good effort there from both players on both teams. And UVA's beaters do clean that up. Great hustle play there from both teams.
Good job, Peter. Good job,
Rollins is subbing out so Blues can get back into the game as a keeper. Siddiqui's taking the ball up the field. Bowman back in the game, nice to see after he subbed early for an injury. Ball goes left to Blues. UVA still has control. Blues using his beaters as protecting him from point. Tries to drive. Hits Siddiqui. Siddiqui is met by Lenhart. Misses the shot and cleaned up.
We love to hear you. We love it. We love it.
Seems like there's going to be a penalty on somebody for play after beat. Do not know which team or which player. So there is a blue card on Penn State there for play after beat number 1. Bowman gets the goal. It was Siddiqui who had started with the quaffle, my apologies. He gets the quick pass off though. Bowman gets the finish. And I am gonna need a score check here. I have lost count. I think it might be 60-10. Catherine Callison and Giuseppe Silimpari in beating for Penn State now. Callison beats out Bowman. Penn State sends the ball deep left. Great footwork there, but no finish. And Blues wants to run and can't. Head referee Isaac Cerna-Diaz blows it dead. Looks like it's going to be a card on Penn State. Silimpari. Penn State is getting a penalty for dislodging a hoop they were trying to score on, which feels like it must have been incidental, and I'm not sure how that resulted in a card for Silimpari here, but really tough break for Penn State. Blues wants to run. Only one man back for Penn State. Siddiqui, nice little dodge and finish. UVA 70, Penn State 10. Penn State back to full strength with that goal. Penn State has already used their timeout in this game, so they can't call one to slow things down. I think at this point, they really just need to focus on their offensive game. Really struggling to score so far. I think more ball movement early is what they need to do to dislodge this UVA defense. Silimpari, the great block, might win his team control. He goes a little bit too much with it though. Penn State running back with it, right into a beater, gets the pass off. Good block from Blues. Goes out of bounds, but that's off the keeper. I think it should be UVA ball here. UVA. I think it should have been UVA ball. It is not. Penn State gets it. They're pressed though. Peterson's pressed. Batista with a dodge. Gets wrapped. Gets it to Maddie Throne. She's beat though. Blues has both beaters in front of him, and they're going to run. Over to Bowman. And Bowman with a clean finish off the rim. UVA 80, Penn State 10. And UVA really seems to have gotten out of their scoring rut that they faced this morning against Rutgers. The team looks to be clicking, and they're running a lot more than they did against Rutgers, and seem to really be flowing with that. Scalone now in, beating with Silimpari for Penn State. Peterson takes the ball up the far side, Bowman marking him. Scalone, great opportunist play and hustle to win control back for Penn State.
Get off next play.
And she goes to find her partner, Celine Perry, to make sure that they hold control. Peterson, though, even with his team having control, does essentially nothing. Drives, takes a shot, and hits it. So there I am eating my words. He drives from behind the protection of his beaters and hits the shot to make the score UVA 80, Penn State 20. We'll see if Celine Perry and Scalone can hold on to control here. New beaters in for UVA. It's Rollins and Tristan White. Hannah Rollins and Tristan White here in for UVA beating. Quaffle over to Bowman. Blues telling him to work with his beaters. Great communication here from Blues. Bowman drives. Quaffle was deflected on the way in, so no goal. And Colton Giordano now with the quaffle for Penn State. He's looking to keep it slow. White and Rollins were able to win control on that play, though, so not a complete failure on that possession. His name's Colby. Tate K trying to get the goal ref's attention to fix a goal. He's just going to go do it himself. Giordano, far side, hits Peace with the pass. He gets beat by Hannah Rollins, and Blues is going to run. No beaters. Gets around Oppenheim. Oppenheim squares up again, though. And it's back to Bowman. So Penn State at least stops the fast break. Now they have to stop on the set. Great floater from Bowman to Blues. Blues misses, and then Bowman misses again. So tough break there from UVA. Really 3 opportunities to score, and they come away empty-handed. So Giordano keeping for Penn State with the ball. He has Lucas Oppenheim, Graham Pease, and Katrina Bynum, my apologies, with him. Juliana Scalone, and someone with Imperial on the back of their jersey. Don't have 21 on my roster, we'll call him Imperial. Beating for Penn State. Tries to blow up the play. Oppenheim gets blocked right at the hoop. There's a few hands in there, both Williams and Rosenthal, I think, got hands on that. Giordano carefully does not use Penn State's reset. 19 minutes is the game time. I don't think Penn State will be able to successfully stall for a minute, but they might try. Oppenheim gets around Bowman, who loses his broom, but then gets beat by Hannah Rollins. Great beat from her. And a little scrum there. Penn State beater not paying attention. Now there's no beaters back. Blues looks to run. Bynum tries to wrap him up and can't. Oh, Williams drops the pass, though, and Giordano dives on it. Again, another missed opportunity from UVA. And if Penn State had a few more goals, then UVA would really be in trouble now. But with Penn State's difficulty scoring, I'm not sure UVA is going to get punished for all these missed opportunities. 20 minutes has elapsed, and so on a goal or a turnover, play will stop for the 20-minute stoppage. Penn State here could really try to use this time to get bludger control back to have it for snitch on pitch. Obviously, also they desperately need a goal. And then just a great hustle play from Alex Rosenthal. I don't know why they didn't blow the play dead there. They should have. So Penn State really with an extra second life, they shouldn't have gotten. Oppenheim over to Giordano, finishes through contact, and Penn State does not throw away that second chance they were given. It's gonna be 80-30 here at the 20-minute mark. All right, so score clarification during the stoppage, I did ask the referees. I was off. UVA has 70, Penn State has 40. So this is actually a quote-unquote snitch range game. So UVA really might be kicking themselves for some of these missed fast break opportunities if Penn State is able to score. Alex Amidal will be the snitch for this game. Camera will stay on Quaffle as often as it can. Amidal looks like he's going to be a running snitch. He is actually a sub for a snitch who had to step away due to injury. Blues takes it up the far side. Penn State covering Siddiqui behind the hoops. Bowman now has it up top. Great pass to Blues, who puts it home. That makes it 80-40 UVA. The set score is 140.
Down on the throat.
So that's going to be no good because the snitch was down and there needs to be a 3 count after that. We'll go to a pause. All right, so no catch there because Amidal was down before the catch. He gets back to hoops for interacting with the down snitch. Block shot there by UVA. Not sure whose arm got in the way. Back to Gallman. Gallman beats Bowman and misses the shot. He's gonna want that one back right off the crossbar. Good block there from Penn State's beater. Ooh, apologies. I caught myself snitch watching with that. Should be a good goal there for UVA, but I think Maddie Throne might have caught the snitch at the same time. We'll pause and sort this out. That catch from Maddie Throne is good. So that gives Penn State 75. Penn State has 90. And I think they're sorting out this goal, which should be good. I'm actually gonna pause again because there's more talking. All right, so set score 140. UVA's goal was good, that gives them 90 points. Penn State's catch was good, that gives them 75. So Penn State here needs 7 goals. UVA needs 5. Penn State keeping it slow, do not have control. Oh, my mistake. Penn State does have control. As their bench let them know. Make something happen, is what they said. Jensen with the beat on the far side. Imperial misses his beat. The pass goes to Gallman. Gallman with a great shot through contact. And that makes the score 90-85. Penn State really trying to claw their way back into this one.
Try to tackle that if you can, okay? Or at least slowing down.
Blues talking to Anna Klepp in there about the defensive stance, making some adjustments for the next possession.
One right behind.
He moves up the pitch. He has Rollins, and I believe that's Weidman. Apologies, she's not on the roster that I have in front of me. Blues with the far pass to Kleppen. She has a nice little kick over to Chin.
You got me, you got me. There.
Chin back to Blues. Over to Kleppen. She gets beat though. And Penn State's able to get the stop. If they score here, the game will be tied. And that could be a huge emotional swing for both sides.
Go, Virginia. Now!
Quint drives. The pump fake, then took a shot. It is called no good. I believe it was blocked at the last second there. Blues asking the referee if it was a goal. The answer was no, it was not. So UVA maintains their lead 90-85. Gets it up to Chin, or nope, Siddiqui, my apologies. Siddiqui makes a man miss, gets it back to Blues.
One behind.
Blues slows it down while his beaters try to get control. Blues, I mean, has walked all the way in, but sends it out to Chin. UVA's beaters make a play to win control. Pass over to Siddiqui and a good finish. That's 100-85 now UVA. Set score is 140.
No, sorry, you confused me.
Quint now bringing up the quaffle for Penn State. So beater subs in for Penn State. Thornton and Estrate, I believe, are in now for them beating. Torquato, Gallman on Quint's left. I believe that's Lenhart on the far side. Torquato with a drop pass, and Chin just out-muscles him to it. Gets it to Siddiqui. Siddiqui runs. He gets hit by Gallman, but gets rid of it, and Chin finishes. UVA survived that scare from Penn State and goes up on a little 2-goal run here, which makes the score 110-85 and putting them back to a 3-goal lead.
What's the score? We need 3 more. Keep it up, don't care. 3 more.
Blues letting his team know they need 3 more goals. Quint jives on the far side and then just throws it to his teammate, apologies, can't see the number, who just wasn't expecting it, or the pass was a little bit off target, and that's basically a waste of possession for Penn State. That was Batisto there with the missed catch. So Blues has Reedy with him. They also have Matty Mayat in there at beater for UVA. Reedy beats out Batista at point. Blues does not do anything about it. Gallman fills the space. Great dodge there from Penn State's beater. Then I think he made a beat. I heard it. No one called it though. Good play there from Quint, and he dives on it. And we are gonna get a stoppage. So that is a yellow card on UVA's Siddiqui for contact with a player who did not have possession of a ball. Penn State on the power play here. We'll see if they can score. Bowman is just gonna retreat to defense, not try to do anything silly. Penn State needs to keep it slow. Estrate coming up from behind her own hoops with Penn State's lone bludger. Good pass there from Penn State and clean finish from Batisto. So that's going to put UVA back to full strength, makes the score 110-95. And another stoppage. All right, so calling that play, there's a blue card on the UVA keeper, Blues. So he goes to the box, and it is a quaffle turnover. So Penn State does have the quaffle here. Down 2 goals. UVA has control. Emma Rollins back in green. Bowman up on point. Oh, and a good beat there on Quint from UVA's Reedy. And UVA's bench is letting Emma Rollins know to keep this one slow to kill the penalty. UVA with bludger control is going to be able to protect her quite well, and they should be able to kill off a lot of time here. Bowman here, Gallman on him. Reedy beats Gallman, who really tried to dodge it. Bowman just killing time here. Head referee Cerna Diaz is gonna let him, even though there's no pressure. And penalty is killed, Blues is back in. UVA was given a warning for delay of game there. Rollins is allowed to back up as Batisto pressured her. And it's over to Blues on the far side. Back to Rollins. Back to Blues. Oh, nice pass over to Bowman and a clean finish. That makes the score 120-95. Score table, making sure everybody knows. Again, UVA 120, Penn State 95, set score 140. It's Penn State without control, brings the ball up on the right side. Estrite is with Quint up top, trying to protect him. Quint just rocks a shot, doesn't go in, off the rim. Gallman was the first player there. Doesn't matter, the ball got out of bounds, and that's a UVA inbound. UVA is subbing Blues out so that he can get back into green. In the meantime, they're gonna have an interim keeper. I think that might be Slater Sparks. Bowman over to Siddiqui. Lenhart on that D. Bowman goes left. Goes for the shot, doesn't go through. Siddiqui also can't finish, and Penn State picks it up. And a stoppage. Not sure any of the AR saw that. There definitely was a play after beat on Estrite here. Call there is no goal, and the beater foul is going to be a back to hoops. Tate K did catch that and tell Estrite to head back to her hoops. So UVA does have control. They take the quaffle up the right side. They're looking to run. Batisto tries to stiff arm Bowman, gets it off to Quint. Quint rips another shot, and again it's no good out the back. And Penn State here really seems to be out of ideas. They are just ripping shots from bad places. All right, so Bowman from UVA gets a yellow card for contact from behind. Penn State had already gone back to set up their defense, so they do get the quaffle, but it's way back over by their own keeper zone in the hands of Lenhart. She drops it off to Gallman. Over to Quint. Scott Thornton and Estrada in front of them. They only have one bludger. It's in the hands of Estrade. Oh no, they do have two bludgers, my mistake. Oh, Chin tries the dodge, doesn't get it. Quint's trying to drive. Gallman drops the pass, picks it up. Chin with a great hit, stripped. Estrade gets the beat, so Penn State is gonna keep the quaffle here and bludger control as the rain starts to fall again and the wind picks up again. So this is the first time in this game that the weather's turned bad. We'll see how the teams react. Quaffle with Gallman. Gallman, I think wanted to pass it to Lenhart and just threw her a rocket that went directly over her head. And that is a turnover for Penn State. And UVA is forced to no bludgers if their team can recognize and run. That's Slater. Gallman stays in front of him, ball out. Chin then gets hit by Oppenheim, gets through, Quint hits him, and I think that's a good goal through a falling hoop, and we're gonna stop for an injury. All right, so no penalty on the play. The UVA goal was good. It went through the hoop fully. And so that gives UVA 130. Penn State still at 95. Set score 140. So UVA here just needs one goal to win it. Penn State needs 5, and the rain is starting to come down hard now. I believe there was a false start there from Penn State's Thornton, and he's gonna get a blue card. That is the call on the play. All right, so Penn State now down to just one beater. Olivia Estrite, she does not have a bludger. And Penn State's gonna try to keep this one slow to kill this bludger penalty. Be interested to see if UVA presses with their beaters. They are just 1 goal away from winning this game. And with Penn State 5 away, UVA can kind of afford to give up a bad goal should they choose to be aggressive on defense. Quaffle way back in the deep corner. Peterson loses it in the wet, gets beat. Bowman wants to finish this now, runs, and puts it home. That is a good goal. UVA moves to 1-1 on the day, as does Penn State. Final score, UVA 140, Penn State 95.